I'm Dan Gookin, author of these books on Word, and here's today's Word Tip. I added Chinese language support to my version of Word for another Word Tip video. When I changed the language back to English, I noticed this change to the Home tab's font group. What the heck are these goobers? My first thought that these items were added for an Office, no, Microsoft 365 update. Checking a copy of Word on another computer, however, both showed the same version and release number, but the second one didn't have the funky icons. So, what the heck? As it turns out, these buttons are part of Word but normally not appearing in the font group. Let me open the door to customizing the ribbon. In your copy of Word, click the File tab and choose Options. Customize Ribbon. You can have a lot of fun here, but my point is to hunt down those 4 funky icons. So on the left, I'm going to choose All Commands. Behold, the full gamut of Word's commands, most of which are flagged with little adorable icons. Yeah, Bill Gates actually paid someone way too little to dream up hundreds of these things. Thank you, Bill. On the right side, you see Word's tabs, some of which show up only in certain circumstances. Expand the Home tab, expand the font group, and you see the standard font group items here and these secret items: Phonetic Guide, Character Border, Character Shading, Enclose Characters. Here they are, even though they don't show up on this computer. Weird. I still haven't figured this out. But because this group is a default group, you can't mess with it here in the dialog box. These controls are dimmed. But you can see what the mystery buttons are and what they do. To demonstrate these buttons, specifically on Word when they don't show up in the font group, I'll create a new tab on the ribbon. Yeah, you can do this. New tab. The new tab is created along with a new group. All tabs must have at least one group, so select the tab and rename. And I hope I'm showing a nifty aspect of Word you haven't seen before. I'm going to name this new tab Fonty Font. And the group I'm going to rename to Funky Font Commands. And I'm going to put a happy face on it because I don't know where this icon shows up. Now it's time to add some commands. So on the left side of the window, I've already chosen all commands. This is necessary. And now I must search for them in the list. So Character Border is first alphabetically. I'm going to scroll through sloppily and look for it. And when I find it, I'm going to click the Add button. You get the idea how this goes, so I can do a lovely dissolve here to show when I'm finished. I've added all 4 items to my new tab, Fonty Font, and you can see each of them here. Time to view the new tab and to try out the commands. Okay. The Fonty Font group appears in the ribbon. Now, if I were smart, I probably would have changed the order here, but I'm not smart, so I'll leave it be. Click on the tab, and here are the buttons. Let's check them out one at a time to see what each command does. As the name implies, Character Border sets a border tight around whichever characters are selected. So a single character, border, a word, border, and so on. Like any character attribute, you can activate it, click, and then type to see it in action, and then click again to deactivate. And to remove this attribute, you select a bordered character, and then click the button to remove the attribute. Unlike the paragraph bordering attribute, this command applies only one type of border style, the box. Just as a paragraph shading command exists here in the paragraph group on the Home tab, over on Fonty Font, the character shading button applies a background shade to the text, as you see me doing here. Only one color, this muddled gray. No other options, on or off, as with any text attribute. This command is redundant with the paragraph shading button, which I can also apply to individual letters. I'll go ahead and do that. So I really don't get the point of the specific character shading command button thing. I guess it's handy if you just want to apply a quick gray background to the text. Then again, I didn't make this up. Enclose Characters is different from the Character Border command. Select a clutch of characters and click the button. The Enclose Characters dialog box offers options for enclosing the text, so you can shrink the text or enlarge the enclosed symbol. Choose symbols from here. Okay. Weird. Remember, someone had to design this dialog box, and now you're one of the few Word users to actually see it. The Phonetic Guide is probably the most useful of this lot, providing a helpful hint for people reading text either aloud or in their head. Select a snippet of text where extra pronunciation hints might be required. Click the Phonetic Guide button and type a phonetic way to say the word. The preview window shows you how the result looks, and you can mess around with other settings at your leisure. Okay. And you see the Phonetic Guide text appear here, letting everyone know that the city isn't named El Cajun. This is where I grew up. These are the weirdos, part of the Home tab's font group that may or may not show up, and if they do, now you know what they do, and if they don't, you know a sneaky way to make them appear. Look out for a future Word Tips video covering customizing the ribbon. And as always, more information is available in my books.